Today, we're going to be taking a look at a surefire way to either bring some mood to your room or add some creativity to your setup. Stay tuned. What's going on, guys? It's Quasi Dog here, and like I said before, today we're going to be taking a look at something that will just overall help you add a splash of color to any room for any mood you may be feeling. And that would be with these guys right here. So this is a set of smart bulbs. These are the Nooie Aurora bulbs. They were set in for review, so we're just going to take a quick look at a little bit of an unboxing. We're going to talk a bit about the lights, and then we're going to showcase them and kind of see whether or not they're worth your time. TLDR, they really are. They're pretty spectacular. I've been using them. We've packaged the back up, but that's nothing that I needed to tell you. All right, so first going over the box, you're gonna see on the front here, we do just have a little bit of branding. We do have the logo on here. Brightness is estimated at 800 lumens, and the energy cost should be about $1.20 per year per bulb. This is a pack of 4 E26 bulbs. We're gonna get into it in just a moment, but I do wanna go over some of the features that you can see right here on the box as well. So 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi, app controlled, schedule and timer, voice control, energy savings, 16 million vibrant colors, easily dimmable, and light recipes. And as we kind of move forward with the unboxing and talk about these a little bit, we will go over what all of that means. So opening up the box here, the very first thing that you get is just like a little instructional pamphlet, pretty straightforward stuff. We also have something that is inviting you to the Nooie Club, so that's kind of cool. They do have smart bulbs, they do have plugs, they do have, what else is on their site? Cameras, so I guess they're building a little bit of an ecosystem as well. We're gonna take this top off, and in here, without spilling these out, we do have our 4 bulbs. Now, when you guys get yours, they will be individually wrapped, but again, I already got in here and started using my bulbs, and these guys are honestly pretty fantastic. They're very hefty. They've got like a nice weight to them. They're not overly heavy, but they just feel like nice quality. The top, of course, is where you're gonna get your luminance from. That is where the color is gonna be emitting from on the top, and then the rest of the guts and the weight would be the Wi-Fi and all of that stuff. But look-wise, these are great. If you don't have a lamp or anything that's gonna shade on it, these really aren't ugly, and that's one thing that I like. And of course, all of them look the exact same. So we're gonna set that aside, and we're gonna bring this guy over. This is actually an old umbrella light stand that I dismantled because, believe it or not, I actually don't have any lamps. So we're gonna screw this guy in. I don't think that side works. I think it's this side that works. Get this guy in here. If it even wants to seat, there we go. And there we are. So there is the light. It is very bright, almost too bright for me to even look at. So at this point, we're gonna open up my phone, and this is gonna give us an opportunity to go in and showcase some of the colors. Now, the setup process is very easy as I rant on looking for the Nooie application on my phone. We're gonna sign in very quickly. Bing, bang, boom, that should be it. And we have Office Light 1. So we can very easily use the application to turn that light on and off. I don't know if you guys can see there, but I do have Office 1 through 4 already set up. So we could do things like dim the light. So this would be as dim as it goes. Of course, this would be as bright as it goes. And then we also have temperature control. So we do have something that's very warm, and then something that is very, very cool. And the cool colors are always the brighter colors. And if we go into the color wheel here, let's go ahead and add, oh, that's the on off. Let's see, there we go. So now we're actually into the color wheel here. So very easy to just go around, pick a color. Again, you can dim your color, which is pretty cool. and then you could change the color saturation. Now, what I find is when you change the color saturation up, you're gonna get a dimmer light. When you put the saturation down, it's hindering the color. You can't see it as well, but it is a brighter color. So let's use like a red for an example. This is with the saturation up, more of an orange. Saturation down, again, very, very bright. And then we do have your brightness control. We can go green. We can do a whole bunch of different things, again, with this application. Pretty cool stuff. We're going to go into themes, and this is what the box was talking about here as well. So there's just some predefined themes. You can actually make your own theme too. Let's say you have a couple of these. You made a theme as movie. It's just going to color them kind of how you want. We can go into, this is cheerful. We can go into floating. So this is going to cycle through some, I guess, like water-esque colors, if you will. Playful. We have calm. Focused. Focused is always warm. Warm is really good for productivity and reading and different things like that. So let's just, you know what, for the purpose of a talking head, let's just turn this off, because at the end of the day, we'll go back into this after. It's really bright and it's probably screwing with the exposure of this video. So when it comes to what they're talking about on the box, I'm going to go over a few of these things as well. So the 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi, this is a necessary beast. So these don't actually have the 5 gigahertz frequency inside. 99% of prospective buyers looking at these Nooie bulbs, or almost any smart bulb, won't have a problem with that, because 2.4 gigahertz is still a pretty big standard. The only time I've personally ever run into some issues with smart devices was when I was using my Linksys Velop system. That is 2.4 and 5 gigahertz, but it tries to select for you, and I was having issues forcing the connection to 2.4. I'm using my TP-Link C5400X. I've done a video on that up in the card above. You can learn more about that, but that allows me to have two different 5 gigahertz frequencies. So I have one for kind of everything, all of my smart devices, and then I have one for my entertainments that are on a different frequency. Going into app control. So app control, there's actually a couple of different things you can do. So we, of course, took a look at the Nooie app, but one thing that's super cool with these lights as well is if we load up my home through Google Home, we're going to go down to where it says Office, and we have right in Office, I don't know if you guys can see that. I'll turn it on. We have this light. And the Google Home interface is going to give you the exact same stuff. You have your brightness control. You have your off and on, which is very easy to control. You have your colors. So let's go blue. Let's go magenta. We'll go with like a peach color. So super easy to control through the Google Home interface as well. That's my preferred method, just because I like everything kind of all in one. And then if you have voice assistants as well, something like the Google Assistant and Siri, or not Siri, the Google Assistant or Amazon Alexa, you could do things like turn off Office Light 1. And super easy. So Google Home's widely available, super cheap, as are Amazon Alexas. I personally have 9 Google Homes, actually 10 Google Homes, all throughout the house. So I'm gonna start peppering these once I get this video done all through the house, and just to add some nice ambient color. I'm in a raised ranch house. My upstairs, believe it or not, actually doesn't have a lot of lights in the ceiling. They're the old school, like powered outlet with a wall switch, and they're made for lamps. So having smart bulbs really allows me to put lights in areas where it would typically be like a persistent on or off by turning on and off the lamp manually. I can shove these wherever I want and now do it by app or by voice, which is something I'm very, very excited about. So we covered the voice control. The scheduling features, of course, that's kind of a regular thing as well. Energy savings, we talked about the low cost of operation on these. They are LED bulbs. I'm gonna look on the box here because it does say that at 800 lumens, if you are using this roughly 3 hours per day, it uses 11 cents per kilowatt, and based on 3 3 hours a day of usage, these bulbs should actually last you 22.8 years. So we'll just say 29 years. Now, of course, some people may be using these, especially in like a persistent hot or cold, not so much the colors, but people may be using these for longer than 3 hours. But if we extrapolate that, I mean, you could still easily get, let's say, 7 hours a day out of these, your average day of being in a room, maybe if you're in an office environment, and you're still going to get 10 years. And these are cheap. Like, they're not your LifeX or your Philips Hue. There's so much competition that is rapidly getting better and better that I don't even see the need to use those expensive interfaces and those expensive brands. These Nooies, I'm going to put a link, as I always do, in the video description, but these are very affordable, and for the price of 4, that's pretty much the price of like one Philips Hue bulb, and these are fantastic. I'm going to do a video in the future comparing these to 2 other brands that I have in the office right now to do a little bit of a showdown on budget bulbs to see which ones are brighter, which ones have better color saturation, kind of just different things like that. But overall, with the build quality, the ease of use on these guys, just like any other bulb, you screw it into your base, it's going to light up. You turn the bulb off and on 5 times until you actually get a flashing light. From there, you open your app, make sure your smart device that you're using to pair these devices for the first time is also connected to the same 2.4 gigahertz that you're gonna set these bulbs up on. You create your account, you put in your password, and that's pretty much it. After about, I would say 3 minutes per bulb, they're completely set up. I had actually tried to do a full setup video with me walking you through it, but I found that when I was entering my personal information, whether it was my Wi-Fi network name, my password, my account password, the email address, nothing was really like starred out. So it was something that I just didn't want to share on camera. But again, it's super easy, guys. There's a website, there's tutorial cards, but if you've ever set up a smart device at all, it's really no different. So ease of use, again, absolutely fantastic. I plan on putting, again, some of these upstairs, maybe dressing up the office. As you can see behind me, we have some LEDs, for example, in the PC, but we don't have a lot of like ambient lighting. So I want to get some lamps or something on the desk to kind of give a little bit of color pop to these. But that's pretty much the very quick and dirty overview of these Nooie lights. And this is like the 3rd time I've recorded this. And to be completely honest and genuine with these guys, these absolutely floored me with their quality, their ease of use, their everything. I tried doing a scripted video, I tried doing B-roll, and at the end of the day, I just had to sit down, I just had to talk to you guys and kind of be super real with you to show you exactly what you're getting if you're looking at these bulbs. So if you liked this video, go ahead and drop a like as always. If you didn't, you know that other button is there as well. While you're in that area, there's that subscribe button. It's completely free, and beside that is the bell notification as well. If you're new to the channel because of these bulbs, we do try our best to run giveaways almost every single month. So I do have a giveaway live on my channel right now to give away some fantastic Edifier speakers. That giveaway is all across North America. And for the heck of it, I'll put that in the video description below. We do actually have some discounts for these. The code itself will be in the video description if you want to pick up some Nooies yourself. And if there's something else from the brand that you want covered on the channel, go ahead and drop that info in the comments as well. But until the next video, guys, my name is Quasi Dog. You guys have been awesome, and I'll catch you all in my next one. Take care.